Hello everyone, today we'll discuss about electrocardiogram. Now, what is electrocardiogram or ECG? It is the graphical recording of electrical activities of the heart and it is obtained by placing electrodes on the surface of the body. These electrodes they record voltage differences which is generated by heart. Now, what is electrocardiography? Electrocardiography is the method of recording of electrocardiogram and it is the extracellular recording of summated electrical events of all the cardiac muscle fibers, and these events they are generated with each heartbeat. Technique of electrocardiography. It was developed by William Einthoven. He was a Dutch physiologist and he is known as father of modern electrocardiography. He was awarded with the Nobel Prize in 1924 for his contribution. Now, how the ECG recording is taken. Here, there are two types of ECG machines used. One is string galvanometer and other is radio amplifier. ECG is recorded on the ECG paper fitted in the machine. This ECG paper, it is a strip which is like a graph paper and it contains vertical and horizontal lines, and these lines are 1 millimeter apart. You can see this kind of graph paper is there in the ECG. As we have discussed, it contains vertical and horizontal lines and these lines are 1 millimeter apart. So this each small square, the size is 1 millimeter by 1 millimeter. ECG strip moves at a speed of about 25 millimeter per second. Here in this graph paper, horizontal axis represents time and vertical axis represents amplitude. You can see here in the paper there is a heavy line at every 5 millimeter in both horizontal as well as vertical plane. So you can see here this is a large square which contains 5 multiplied by 5, 25 small squares you can see here, and each small square that is 1 millimeter by 1 millimeter size. Conventional ECG is taken at a speed, as we have discussed, of 25 millimeter per second. So in 1 second 25 small square they move, and therefore each small square is equal to 0.04 second. You can see here 25 small square in 1 second. Therefore 1 small square in how much second? So that is 1 upon 25, that is 0.04 second. And on y-axis here, 1 small square corresponds to 0.1 millivolt. And 1 big square, it is equivalent to 0.5 millivolt. Now we discuss various waves associated with the electrical activities of various parts of the heart tissue. In ECG, we find P wave, Q, R, S, T and U waves normally. Now, let us discuss one by one, starting with P wave. This is P wave. P wave is a positive wave. It is directed upward and it is rounded. What is the cause of P wave? It is because of atrial depolarization and speed of impulse from SA node to the atrial muscle. Normal duration of P wave is 0.1 second. You can see here around 3 small squares. And normal amplitude is 0.1 to 0.12 millivolt. Now, what is the clinical significance of P wave? Amplitude of the P wave denotes functional activity of the atrial muscle. In case of left atrial hypertrophy, P wave is larger and prolonged, whereas in case of right atrial hypertrophy, P wave is tall and peaked with normal duration. Next is QRS complex. This QRS complex consists of three waves as we have discussed: Q wave, R wave and S wave. QRS complex is due to ventricular depolarization. Duration of the QRS complex is 0.08 seconds. You can see here hardly two small squares are there here. Now, amplitude, normal amplitude of QRS complex is about 1.5 to 1.6 millivolt. And this QRS complex is completed just before the opening of semilunar valve. Now, we discuss different waves Q, R and S wave. Q wave is a small negative deflection. Its amplitude is less than 0.2 millivolt and the duration of Q wave is about 0.04 seconds. Beginning of Q wave, it represents invasion of mid portion of the interventricular septum, and Q wave may not be visible always. Next is R wave. You can see here. It is the prominent pointed positive wave in the ECG. Upstroke of the R wave coincides with the onset of ventricular systole, and R wave represents excitation process which invades both the ventricles. Amplitude of R wave should not be more than 2.5 millivolt, and R wave denotes functional activities of the ventricles. Next is S wave. You can see here. It is a negative deflection after R wave and it represents excitation of more basal parts of the ventricle. Duration of QRS complex, that is marked from the beginning of Q wave to the end of the S wave. Normal duration, as we have discussed, that is about 0.08 to 0.12 seconds, and when the duration is more than 0.12 seconds, it indicates heart block. Clinical significance of QRS different waves. When the Q wave is deep, more than 0.2 millivolt, along with other changes, it denotes myocardial infarction. Tall R wave is present in the ventricular hypertrophy. Low voltage QRS complex is present in the hypothyroidism as well as in the pericardial effusion. Prolonged QRS complex is present in the bundle branch block. Next is T wave. T wave is a positive deflection. It represents ventricular repolarization. It is also in the same direction of QRS complex because ventricular repolarization follows a path opposite to the depolarization. Now, duration. T wave duration is about 0.27 seconds and amplitude is 0.3 millivolt. End of the T wave, it coincides with closure of the semilunar valves. Clinical significance. Flat T wave indicates insufficient oxygen supply to the myocardium. When the T wave is inverted, it is an important sign of myocardial ischemia and infarction. Tall and peaked T wave is present in the hyperkalemia. Next is U wave. It is a small round positive wave and it is due to slow repolarization of the papillary muscles. Duration of U wave is about 0.08 seconds and amplitude is about 0.2 millivolt, and it is rarely seen normally and it is prominent in hypokalemia. Now we discuss various segments and intervals of ECG. Now first of all, what is the difference between segment and interval? Segment is a straight line connecting two waves. You can see here this is the PR segment between two waves. An interval, that is one wave plus connecting straight line. Here you can see in case of PR interval, P wave plus connecting straight line. Let us start with segments first. First is PR segment. You can see here. PR segment, that is isoelectric point following P wave. Duration of PR segment is 0.04 seconds. And it is the period of conduction pause at AV node. Next is ST segment. You can see here. this one. It is isoelectric period. It extends from the end of S wave to the beginning of T wave. And it measures the time from the end of ventricular depolarization to the onset of ventricular repolarization. Duration of ST segment is 0.04 to 0.08 seconds. ST segment is elevated in the patients with myocardial infarction. Next is TP segment. It is not visible here, but here it is period from the end of T wave to the beginning of next P wave. And it represents polarized state of the whole heart. Duration of TP segment is about 0.2 seconds, and the duration of TP segment is inversely related to the heart rate. In case of atrioventricular dissociation, this TP segment is not constant, it is variable. Now we discuss various intervals, starting with PR interval. It is the interval between onset of P wave and the onset of QRS complex. Actually, it is between P wave and the Q wave, but Q wave is absent most of the time and therefore it is known as PR interval. It represents atrial depolarization plus atrioventricular conduction time, which includes atrioventricular nodal delay. Normal duration of PR interval is 0.12 to 0.16 seconds. PR interval duration decreases with increase in the heart rate. Duration is more than 0.2 seconds indicates delayed conduction and conduction block, whereas duration less than 0.12 seconds indicates impulses may arise from the AV node. Next is QT interval, you can see here, from onset of Q wave to the end of the T wave. It denotes total systolic time of ventricles, that is ventricular depolarization and repolarization. Duration of QT interval is 0.4 seconds. QT interval is prolonged in ischemia, ventricular conduction defect and hypocalcemia. Next is ST interval, you can see here, this one. It is interval between end of S wave to the end of T wave. It corresponds with ventricular repolarization. Next is J point. Here you can see this one is a J point. J point is the point with the end of S wave and the onset of ST segment. It coincides with end of depolarization and onset of repolarization of ventricle. J point, it is the point of no electrical activity. At this point, all parts of the ventricles are depolarized and therefore no current is flowing around the heart. J point is important to assess ST segment elevation or depression. So this is all about various waves, segments and intervals of ECG. Thank you.